Okay, good morning. I'm starting my carcasses today for my camper van Peugeot Boxer build. I'm using MDF, 18mm MDF. I know people say about the weight, but realistically I'm only using about 2.5 sheets in the whole thing. So it's not going to make that much difference. The other reason people say is about the damp. I had a Peugeot Boxer in the building trade for my kit. I made all my racking out of MDF and it stood all weathers with all wet sand and materials all standing against it for about 4 years, didn't move at all. So I'm okay, I'm confident with it. But one of the things I am doing, I am going to seal all the edges really well. Okay, so how I'm going to seal the edge, I'm using this furniture paint, made by, but supplied by a company called Ticarilla. Guess that's how you pronounce it. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that correctly, but what I'm going to do, and I spray this on the surface, but what I'm going to do on the edges is mix 50% of the primer undercoat with 50% PVA glue. Give that a good mix. It's still very runny, and then I'm going to hand brush that into the edge nice and thick so it soaks in. That's going to seal the edge, at least protect it, quite a bit. I used MDF in the back of my builder's van to rack it all out, which lasted 4 years with wet sand up against it and all sorts of things. And so I'm quite confident that providing the edges are really protected and it's all coated up, and then of course once it's all fitted, you seal around the bottom, seal around the edges so water cannot get to it, then you're going to be pretty safe. And so that's how I'm going to do that, and I'll just keep you posted as I go through the day. Hopefully I shall get the carcasses in later, and I'll keep you updated, but thanks for watching. Okay, so you can see, get priorities right. Might get a better view through the back windows. Okay, so now next job is going to make the boiler housing cupboard and drawer. Fitted a drop down leaf at this end. Just need the drawers and fronts to put on, door fronts. Some storage underneath the bed, and now where the bed frame is now in. Okay, since the last time I've managed to get the kitchen in, or at least the framework. I've used MDF. I know people say don't use MDF, but I think as long as you really seal the edges well, and it's all sprayed and coated up, I think it's absolutely fine. So oven's in. And the fridge is in. It's a 12 volt, 240 volt fridge, two-way fridge, gas oven. Okay, just starting to get my top cupboards in now. I just used 1/2 inch plywood, just thickened the edge up. carcass going in. Just a view of the window that I finished yesterday. Okay, just keep the record going. Just keep to keep a record of what I'm doing. Okay, so the end of another weekend. The carcasses are in. Whether you can see the fridge and the oven. So now you've got drawers, door fronts. Looking good. Get in there. Catch you later.